And now you have articles written about the company, such as one with Forbes. There are two people making cars these days that truly bear watching: Elon Musk and Christian von Koenigsegg.
Oh,
what does that mean to you?
Well, it's a great honor to be placed in that, in that little group. And of course, Elon is. I'm a great fan. I mean, it's amazing what he has achieved, and I've been following quite closely when. I didn't know so much about his PayPal days, but I read somewhere, I think it was on the internet, that the guy who sold PayPal started building rockets, and I felt that's a guy with a similar mindset that anything is possible, and maybe that's what I would have done
Yes.
if I sold something for $1 billion. I found that very interesting, and I followed him, and luckily so, because I managed to buy some shares very close to their IPO, and it was kind of easier way to make money than to build my own cars in the end. So
when you look at where the industry is now, let's talk about electric. You're a forward-looking company when it comes to performance and technology. Could there be the plan to electrify models in the future? And if so, how will that affect the culture surrounding the brand?
Well, I think electrification is super interesting, and of course, given the times we're in, it's an absolute necessity for the environmental aspects. And we, with the Regera, we really pioneered extreme electrification within our field, or in the hyper mega car scene, by having the world's first 800-volt propelled car in the world, regardless of car type, regardless if it's a hybrid or a pure EV. We were the first. And the technology we've been developing for the Regera, and after that for the Gemera and what's coming up, is really trying, or we are staying ahead of the curve of what we can see when it comes to weight, size, performance, and function, and mixing and matching this with extreme combustion engine technology with the renewable fuel base, I think is very exciting for our industry. But also, of course, going fully electric is something we will do. But in the short term, as we're also very performance driven, in the short term, a pure electric or only electric hyper mega car is quite a lot heavier if you're going to have any kind of range with this kind of power level, and you don't have as exciting sound, you could argue, perhaps. So we're mixing and matching for the time being, but we're staying. I mean, all of our vehicles are capable of running on renewable fuel, and going kind of bio-renewable fuel together with hybrid and this kind of extreme technology is still, given also the low mileage of the cars, of course, generally speaking, is being very environmentally conscious in the process. But I find as much pleasure and excitement in creating these electrical propulsion systems as combustion engines. But I still do think there's a lot that can be done with combustion engines for purposes where electrification is not fully yet ready for some time, for marine and aerospace applications where you need very long range and where you can run on renewables in combination with electrification. And then for hyper mega cars, which has if you want to stay on a very exciting performance level, you have to watch out for weight. So it's still very interesting there.